All right, Shalom. First and foremost, before I start, I want to give all praise, glory, and honor unto Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai Ba'Shem, Baruch HaKodash. Double honor to the elder apostles of the great millstone who rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. And as the scriptures say, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking whom he may devour. 1 Peter 5, verse 8. We got to definitely be sober, man. Let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober. Now, with the latest Psyop, which, with the Heavenly Father giving us that eyes off, any tactic, any scheme, any strategy this devil come with, we're going to see it come from a mile away. All right, and he's getting more and more sloppy, meaning his enchantments are no longer working, especially against the Lord's elect. There's no enchantment against Jacob, nor divination against Israel. So the latest Psyop is Esau using, this gruntled, older, bitter Jake, who just so happened to, be a so-called pro-black, black nationalist. So that's coming back into the media. Now notice how, with all the heat coming down on, Hunter Biden and that laptop fiasco, the heat coming down on Fauci for all the lying, how, certain countries in Europe are pushing back on those jump shots, those potions, because they're starting to see the effect that it's causing on the children. So all these things are happening, and Esau gotta run interference. He gotta, call something to bring major distraction. And notice it's Jake that they're actually using as the face of these different distractions. Because just a week ago, for the last 2-3 weeks, you've been talking about Will Smith and Chris Rock, and now this is the next one. Now, all the coverage, all the mainstream media, all the news, this is all they're going to talk about now. All right, and I'm waiting for the narrative to come out that he's directly linked or have some type of connection or affiliation, with the heat, with the beat, what they call the BHI. All right, so we're privy to this devil, man. All right, he used the same tactics, the same strategies from the same playbook. All right, and it's getting real sloppy, man. Even the other Edomites can see he's full of shit. You go on BitChute and Brighteon and all them different other websites, man, they picking this whole Psyop apart, man. Y'all saw the video that I'll put up. It's getting sloppy, which goes to show you that the wisdom is perishing from out of Edom. All right, because come on, man. But we know this is their motto: order out of chaos. They got to paint the narrative that you still got the black nationalism. Keep your eye on that. We know that the FBI been investigating us, for quite some time now. All right, and this guy, you could look at the dude, because they so happen to find his YouTube page. And you look at this guy. All right, he's constantly wearing glasses, shades. Right, he's older. He looked like he's out of shape. He looked like he has poor health. Probably got bad knees. He probably eat a lot of fast food and drink a bunch of Pepsi. But yet he gets away after shooting multiple people on a subway station. Right? He gets away. All the cameras, all the technology, all right, especially in a city like New York, but he gets away, and he happens to be a person of interest. How did he become the person of interest? They claim that he left some type of identification that gave him up. Some documentation that gave up his identity. So now they're looking for the guy. How convenient, man. How convenient. And then when you go to his actual YouTube page, I think that one of the videos that I'll watch, it was like 24 minutes long. I think it's entitled Next Stop, or basically he's in a truck driving, right? He has on like a gray shirt. When you actually watch the video, he's talking about Putin, and how Putin basically is going to push the button, he's going to nuke America, which is according to prophecy. So he happens to be talking about something related to prophecy about how Russia can shoot nukes on America and how America don't want no smoke. Then he talks about FEMA camps. He talks about martial law. Now, who exactly talk about these things? Who's known for speaking these things going into prophecy? So this devil, knowing how slick he is, he can make that, he could reach and try to make that connection. He happened to be so-called pro-black. He was also shitting on the so-called black woman. He was talking about the black woman in the video. Several videos he's getting on the black woman. So it's like a pro-black who hates black people, so-called black people. All right. He's talking about Putin. He's talking about FEMA camps. He's talking about martial law. So he's talking about all these different topics that the Israelites are known to go into. So you tell me, what's going on. I smell a setup, man. And this guy, he just looking at him, he don't look like he could have gotten away with all that. So that's why I think this whole thing is bullshit. It's very fishy, man. You telling me an old, out of shape dude like that, he's gonna get away with shooting multiple people, and then not to mention, and I'm pretty sure y'all all caught on to it, the numerology around it all. The train happened to be the number 5551. You add each 5 to that 1. That's the number of the beast. It happens to be on 36th Street, 36. Then they said it was 33 shots. Now, who the hell is you in a line of fire? All right, all type of commotion, adrenaline running. You're panicking. You're afraid. Who the hell who in the hell would be numbering or counting the shots in their head as they're on the run for their life? So how did they come up with 33 shots? Who was there counting how many shots went off? That's because they came up with that, man. They have to use those numbers because it's sending messages and signals, to the higher ups that they're pretty much in control. They're the ones in control of the narrative, man. They put these stories out. All right. That's why the scriptures tell you in Job, they bring forth is it Job 15 and 35? They conceive mischief and bring forth vanity, and their belly prepare deceit. So they're gonna come up with Psyop after Psyop after Psyop, to take the heat, take eyes off of them, and shift the blame on others. This shit is getting old. It's getting real tacky, So we know what this devil is up to, man, and that's why the scriptures say to be circumspect. Be circumspect, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the times, because the days are evil. This devil, he's constantly, plotting. All right, he sets snares privily. That's what he's known for doing. And this is really, no different. All right, he's constantly trying to set snares. Slack He's trying to set snares on how he could try to catch, the perfect. It tells you that in Psalms, the 64th chapter, man. We read about the secret counsel of the wicked. See? He said he lays snares privately, man. But everything that you do, the light is being shined upon you. You can't your enchantments are not working, man. Stand now with thine enchantments. All right? You will not prevail because of them spells, man. All right? You will prove to the world that you're Satan, man. Even he who's coming is after the working of Satan, with all power, signs, and lying wonders. And we ain't falling for this shit no more, man. So watch them try to make that link. All right, Vocab, I'm pretty sure he's sitting there because he waiting for more information. For them to, because his YouTube page, just alone, the title, Prophet of Truth 88. How is he he's the prophet of truth, huh? So they can reach and run with a narrative. This guy must be linked to the Hebrew Israelites. He calls himself a prophet. You know, he's a black nationalist. He hates, you know, he hates so-called white people and this and that and the third. Come on, man. He happens to so lucky. I'm trying to park this car real quick. Yeah, man. This shit is getting real predictable, man. But, you know, watch them try to make that link. See, the devil, he has to find something to accuse us of. Because he's our natural enemy. Okay? And he has the power of media, so he can, you know, paint us in a bad light. All right? Put that spirit of having an evil eye and disdain for us. All right? Just painting that narrative. Because, like the prophecies say, that Judah will be a terror unto Egypt. So, you know, watch them make the face of a lot of different, you know, turmoils, you know, taking place. All right, Jake over there in LA robbing. They saying that the gangs out in LA, they're robbing the super rich in LA, so the rich are not safe. You know, gangs are plotting hits to go and rob and take from the rich. So you already see, man, this devil's getting ready for it, man. He's getting ready to do a slaughtering, and that's why it says in Ezekiel, was that 21? All right, that the Lord is he's gonna put that sword in the hand of the slayer, man. All right, a sword is being furbished and made sharp to be made a slaughter. All right, to make a sword slaughter, and the Lord's gonna release that sword upon you, Jakes, man. He's gonna send them against the hypocritical nation, because a lot of you niggas, you know, hey, you fall under that, man. That whole pro-black category, and you know, they found more, because I think they might have found his Facebook or Instagram, one of those platforms, but he got what's that dude, the one Dallas shooter with the purple dashiki? I forget his name, Micah Xavier or something like that. But you know, he got pictures of him, and you know, they were saying that he was a Hebrew Israelite. So he happens to be pro-black. He you might find somewhere where it says that he's an Israelite, right? You know, he's you know, Black Lives Matter. All right, and we've been telling you about Black Lives Matter, man. Black Lives Matter was definitely another snare by the serpent, man. And he, of course, he got with his partner in crime, Eve, and they made that work. And now you see what's going on. Now they got $6 million mansions, you know, toasting it up after taking all that money from you dumbass liberals. Okay, so it's this devil's definitely up to something, man. So that's why we gotta, you know, keep an open eye, and then Tawada Yahbashim Yahushai for giving us that ice off. All right, because we know that he's gonna make his move. All right, it tells you that in Revelation 12, how he will be the accuser of thy brethren, and we always go into that the word for accuser. It's from the Greek word kategorio, which basically means to accuse. All right, and he needs, you know, more. You know, he needs more to add, you know, to paint that narrative so he can go in for the kill. He needs a justification. All right. Hence, when you read further down, Revelation 12:12, the devil's coming down having great wrath, because he knows that he have but a short time. All right. So, you know, we already told y'all the persecution got to come. All right. And don't be surprised if they try to, you know, bring back, you know, these Hebrew Israelite camps are responsible. You know, they're the ones that's putting that revolutionary spirit in the air. You know, you had the NFACs, the Grandmaster Fakes, in which he recently popped up in one of the videos with High Shiar and them, man. You know, I didn't know what that was about, but see how you Israelites are moving. You ain't moving circumspect. You're not moving with wisdom at all, man. You're not supposed to give any offense that the ministry be blamed. But Jake is moving how they want to be, and that's how this devil is going to be able to use certain things against them. So at least when we get buffeted, it's not going to be for our own faults. We're going to be buffeted for the name of the Lord's sake, for the gospel's sake. All right? And Lord willing, we be faithful unto death if some of us got to go like that. Okay? But you already know, things is off, man. And it's definitely, it's looking like another psyop, another setup, to paint that narrative. All right? And he wants, everybody distracted because there's a lot of major things he's trying to cover up. The shit that's going on in China. The shit that's going on in China right now, where they've been on lockdown for the last 3-4 weeks. And they haven't been able to leave their apartments in these high rises. They've been stuck with no food. And you got certain Moabites that have been making complaints that food ain't been able to get to them. And when they make a complaint online about the food services not doing what they're supposed to do, they're sending people to their rooms to come interrogate them about why they left that comment. And then they're turning certain empty places into straight up quarantine centers. They turned an entire pool. They drained out a whole pool, an indoor pool, and put a bunch of beds in it. So it's straight up New World tyrannical measures going on over there, man. They're ruling with rigor over there. Cruelty, treating them inhumane. They're taking the animals of people who test positive and they're killing them, putting them in bags, killing all their dogs and cats. So you already know they're gonna have a bunch of stir-fried terriers and shit, man. Throw some sweet and sour sauce or duck sauce over it. But that's what they're doing over there, man. So some of them they're jumping off, the high rises, committing suicide. People are starving and they screaming on the balconies. That they catching hell over there. But guess what? They don't want you to focus too much on that because eventually they're gonna bring that same tyrant behavior over here to Babylon. All right, but they know to be more slick with it over here because people over here, they're used to certain freedoms and liberties, and people are packing heat over here. So when shit gets rough, you already know the sedition is gonna come. There's gonna be a lot of commotion. All right, all hell is gonna break loose. It's gonna be anarchy. So right now, Esau got to find a reason to regulate, secure, and lock everything down again. So things are gonna get chaotic. All right, so hey, keep an open eye, man. Continue to watch as well as pray, as the scriptures say. All right, that day, the day of our salvation draws nigh. We know there's different things that gotta happen. The MOTB being back in the news, making payments with your hand. The fact that that's coming back out, so we already know it's finna get crazy, man. All right, NATO making moves. Russia making moves, so they getting ready to come to an head. All right, so it's all happening. So we're in interesting times. What a beautiful time to be here and to be in this position, man. All right, knowing that the Lord is getting ready to work His work. So we just gotta be on point, be vigilant, be circumspect, and continue to do what we're supposed to do. All right. So anyway, I'm gonna cut it right there. I just have to, park real quick and, try to end this video off. I'm trying to, make some moves. But, Lord willing, you brothers and you few sisters were edified. Call Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Until the next lesson, Shalom.